Hi everyone, Aaron Smith with EEBA Team Zero. I'm here today with Alex Thelen from All Energy Solar. Alex was part of the team that helped me deploy solar here on my house. And I really wanted to spend some time talking to everyone about how that process goes.
A lot of people in the way that we're starting this conversation is going to be based on three things.
Yeah.
And that's either your roof space, that's going to be your budget, or that's going to be your consumption. We looked at how much energy do you use, and then we decide how many panels would it take to try to offset that.
And the rule, we're here in Minnesota, of course, but the rule here was 120% is what I can generate based on my last 12 months load.
My job is to provide you with, is this a good answer for your energy problems? Is paying your electric bill the best option for you today?
Right.
If it's not, we have a solution. Looking at your consumption, we realized 34 panels is going to be the best thing for getting you the most out of the incentive program that was available, and not trying to overproduce and build you something that you don't need. So we looked at what do you use and what's the system going to produce given your roof pitch, your roof orientation, and then how much shade you have. The way that we viewed it is, okay, this system is sized for what you've used in the past 12 months. If things change for you, become more efficient, then you just sell more back to the utility. Because the beautiful thing about what net metering is and the way that solar works here in Minnesota and all throughout most of the Midwest is going to be that you are selling energy back at the same rate as what you're paying for it. So this would be a 34 panel system, being that it's the front of
your home. And I did max it out, by the way.
Being that it's the front of the home, we wanted to look at something that's really nice looking. So all black was a panel that we looked towards.
Yeah, and aesthetics were really important to us, having what we feel like is a really cute Cape Cod. But I loved your recommendation about the all black frame system. The 34 panels, your team installed it in a day.
Right.
We're generating what here with these panels? Because they're 310
310 watts. So it's
310 apiece.
Yeah, so it's a 10,540 watt system.
Great.
And then depending on your orientation and pitch, but this is probably producing around 11,500 kilowatt hours a year. And looking at a system in which you are pretty much net zero. And trying to just be, as off-grid as we can be in the middle of the city.
It's incredible. I think the biggest question people ask me and ask you, Alex, is what's the payback on solar?
Of course.
And my answer to people is if you were in the right state or have the right utility and the right rebates, my payment was 0 days.
Yeah.
I mean,
saving money immediately.
Saving money immediately, and we got to a situation where instead of renting our power from the utility for the rest of our lives, we're now buying our power from ourselves, essentially.
That's what we want to show people is change who you pay. Is simply stop paying your utility bill, start paying for a system you own. And that's the simplest way we can put solar. And it generally is that simple when you have an installer like ourselves walk you through the steps from A to Z, and then you're going solar. Don't have to change anything.
Let's take a walk around the back and we'll show you some of how it works.
Let's do it.
I've created 9,158 kilowatts of power here. So this is my solar PV production meter. So this was added to the house. This was the original house meter. I've used 9938. So I'm almost net zero on the meter. Now this system went in October. We're here today at June. So in the wintertime, I'm pulling energy from the grid. In the summertime, like right now, you can see we're spinning backwards at a pretty good clip, even with the central air conditioning on a hot day. But this will surpass this. I'll be at net zero balance over the course of a year.
So the brains of this is called, it's Enphase is going to be the name of the manufacturer. That's microinverters on the back of each panel. And essentially what it's allowing it to do is work individually. So these are breakers that are sensing, grid surges, grid failures, and really just looking at monitoring the whole system for you. Now they send that via Wi-Fi to your phone, and you can check whether you're on vacation in Greece or you're here at your home to be able to see what is my system doing in real time, panel by panel. And then also there's new inclusions to say how am I using the energy within the home too. So you're giving yourself a sense of what's happening, because solar is a dormant technology. It sits there and you wouldn't be able to tell it's running if you weren't watching these meters or checking your phone now. Solar on its own is providing net metering. So what we're monitoring with these meters is buying and selling energy with the grid at the same rate per kilowatt hour. Now, to add to that, you can add batteries so that if there's a grid failure, your solar system still functions. And even if the solar system's down, it's the middle of the night, you can still power your home.
So, Alex, I just want to thank you for coming today. Through walking us through this system and hopefully demystifying it for other people, depending what state and rebates are available. And check that at desire.org. It is absolutely a no-brainer to take your house off the grid today and really pay yourself for generating your own power.
Absolutely.
So, thanks so much.
Thank you.